Brothers and sisters of the Church of God, great news today. Brother Josh, the same person who brought us everything related to the lawsuits. Well, the lawsuits, because he sued pretty much everyone. Like, at this point, he might as well sue the judge himself. I mean, it would almost make more sense than some of the stuff he did. But anyway, if you thought that Lorne, 3 years after getting released, 3 years after getting all of his stupid stuff dismissed, if you thought he had given up, you were wrong, Just to sum it up, Lorne was incarcerated in 2007, released in 2012. He started his lawsuits in 2010. He lost every single time. I don't think Lorne won a single time in front of the court. Like, if you want to be a perfect lawyer, you can just hire Lorne and do the opposite of what Lorne does, and you're always going to win, right? That's how it works. But anyway, Lorne, he's not giving up. He's still going at it. He's still going at it, One day he's going to prove his innocence. And then on that day, he's going to be in front of all of us and he's going to say, I told you guys I was innocent. I was manipulated by a woman with female powers. But one day we'll win. But until then, look at the date. November 30. That's like 2 weeks ago. Dude, he's still doing it. That was 2 weeks ago. That's crazy. I can't believe he's still... And Lorne is working for Clark's Milk Transport. He probably uses all the money from his job to pay for that bullshit. Look at that graph. Presenter number 22830. Oh, quad, no, that's not my number anymore. I have a new number. And he's like, place of confinement. My home address is 19 Ariana's Way, Cannon, Maine. Like, where are you confined? Well, technically he's right. If you saw my video about where he lives, 19 Ariana's Way, it's basically like a place of confinement. It's like, instead of being in jail, you just you go and you take a land and you sow some salt in the land and you curse the land with some spirits and ghosts. And this is where Lorne lived. This is 19 Ariana's Way. And then he says, I am no longer incarcerated. I think you have the wrong form, dude. But he's still getting at it, He's still trying to vacate his sentence. And I hope he wins. At this point, the first time he tried to vacate his sentence was 6 years ago. And he lost dozens and dozens of time. And he's still at it. I think Lorne is going to try to appeal forever until he dies, basically. Now he writes all this shit, docket number, length of sentence, travel and interstate. I like how he has to write that. Like, it must be humiliating to write that, Like, to write what you did. Like, what did you do, Lorne? Well, I traveled in interstate commerce to rape a kid, engage in illicit sexual conduct. It's like, what was your plea? Guilty. And I like how you put NA. Like, it's like a guy, he's very meticulous. He files every line, Did you testify at your trial? NA. You fucking idiot, Lord. You fucking appeal again. That was 2 weeks ago. The last documents we had were from last May. But no, he's still appealing. He's still, Lorne is innocent and he's going to fight to get the justice he's entitled to. That's his word. And look at what he seeks. What relief did you seek? Reverse the judgment and demand for trial. He wants a new trial. Dude, you already served all of your sentence. You already tried to appeal for 5 years already. Give it up. Fuck. And now he goes whether guilty plea was voluntary and knowingly made, whether counsel rendered ineffective assistance of counsel, because it's all someone else's fault, Lorne is a victim and his lawyer's fault. It's his lawyer's fault. It's NBC's fault. It's the decoy's fault. It's my fault. Lorne did nothing wrong. And now he goes prosecutorial misconduct by not giving a complete discovery package. Misconduct by United States. The entire fucking country has a misconduct. Misconduct by United States, not the United States prosecutor or attorney, the entire country misconducted. If you live in the US, you are responsible for Lorne Armstrong woes. It's your fault. You guys are misconducting somehow. Fucking Lord. Now he's blaming the United States. How long until he blames the entire world? And he says, and news media which entrapped Lorne Armstrong. If you're in the US, you've entrapped Lorne Armstrong. Violation of Miranda rights. It's like, oh God, I need more lines. There are so many offenses against me. I'm the biggest victim in the world. Fucking insane. Like, I feel Lorne could have filed like 10 pages with his ground for relief. Relief denied. In 2010. Well, when I tried to appeal 5 years and 3 months ago, 4 months ago, it was denied. Oh, you fucking idiot, Lord. And he's still going, One day I'm gonna win, I'm gonna appeal every way I can. What ground for relief did you state? The same stuff. Did the court hold an evidentiary? Is date, court decision. Court of Appeal is presently awaiting my brief. Man, I cannot wait to read those briefs. It must be amazing. What is he going to invent this time? He's probably going to invent he's going to blame the inventor of television. Well, if television was never invented, I wouldn't have been on television. That's the kind of argument he's going to make. You fucking... I can't believe this. My initial 2255 for ineffective assistance. I did not appeal because the district court stated they did not recommend the certificate of appealability. I was ignorant to the law then. They did not know I could still appeal it. I can just imagine the judge saying Lorne, do not appeal your decision. You do not have the grounds for an appeal. Oh God, I can't appeal now. Oh wait, I can't anyway. Oh yeah, even though everyone tells me it's a bad idea, I'm gonna appeal anyway, In the finding of the fact, conclusion of law and recommendation, the district court states the undersigned conclude that jurists of reason would not find it debatable whether he is procedurally barred from proceeding with these claims in his 2255 motion. So he's basically saying, well, most professional would say that basically I can't appeal. I cannot get a 2255 motion. But I'm better than those people. I know the law better than jurists, and I know that I can still claim it ineffective assistance of counsel. So I'm going to do it, and that's what he does. And I wonder if he went to the jail to get that form. Maybe he had to drive the way there to get that form. It goes on what a waste of fucking time. Lorne Armstrong, come on, dude. He's still hoping that one day he will file one form, and that form, I don't know, maybe the judge will be brain dead, or he will have some kind of, I don't know, a cardiac arrest, and he will say, okay, I'm approving the form, and that day Lorne is going to win. That's pretty much his only chance. His only chance would be if Lorne developed a mind control technology, and he used his mind control powers on the judge to approve that form, like Kayla did on him, Struck substance of the prosecutorial misconduct as is related to entrapment and completely new claim. Oh, now so he has new claims. Okay, regarding the publicity surrounding the broadcast of the sting operation, prejudicial pretrial publicity. Man, you've been going on that shit for 6 years now. I mean, it's Christmas soon. Why can't you just celebrate Christmas? Why can't you give us a gift and just have an interview for Christmas? That would be awesome, Lorne. Stop that bullshit, okay? Maybe once or twice, okay, I could understand, but now you've been going on for the 10th time. It's been 6 years. Holy fuck. I mean, I hope you continue. I hope you win. I seriously hope that you're going to win, Lorne Armstrong. That would be amazing. Violation of United States communication law and newly discovered evidence to support the entrapment. I had not discovered any of this new to me information until long after my first petition. It was just recently that I discovered that the government has authorized this sting, which was something my state post-conviction lawyer tried to get access to, but she was only allowed to ask interrogatory. weird and probably very, you know, it's probably not what happened at all. Now he signs. Look at the date. And that's the old document. Okay, that's a document in 2012 that he files again in 2015. That's why December 17, 2012. Lorne had been out of jail for a month and a half there. And now he's appealing again. I don't even know what. Like somehow it cuts. He joins. Could not. I did not appeal any of them because I do not know the legalities like an attorney and could not afford an attorney at the time. Maybe he has an attorney now. You know. Like, did you present any of the claim in the application? Blah, blah, blah. No. It goes on and on. Appointed attorney failed to have a mental evaluation done, even with knowledge that defendant was on medication for depression in the jail. Bullshit excuse. Did not know it was a big deal until I talked to an attorney and found that it is a normal thing that attorney do in any situation. Like, get a mental evaluation. That's just bullshit. I say, well, I didn't present that argument. I didn't know that the attorney got a mental evaluation done. And I hate to say it, but he kind of has a point. I mean, if it was true, he would have a point. Lorne is basically saying, like, at the time I accepted the guilty plea, I was still under the, you know, under the shock of the event. I mean, the plea deal was 6 months later, 6 months after his arrest. So it's kind of not believable that I guess it's possible they would be in a second state for 6 months. It's just so unlikely. And now he says, well, they should have gotten a mental evaluation on me. And they would have seen that I was depressed and not in a state to accept a guilty plea. I don't know. It sounds of bullshit. It reeks of bullshit because it's kind of convenient, you know. It's convenient for Lorne to say, like, oh, I might be facing 20 years in jail. I'm going to accept the plea deal for 5 years. And then I'm going to pretend that I was like depressed and that the plea deal is not valid. If I was the judge, I would say, okay, sir, you're right. You're right. We're going to do that all over again. But if you get convicted, you're going to be sentenced to 20 years in jail for attempted production of child pornography. Because Lorne accepted the plea deal to make sure he would not be charged with attempted production of child pornography, you know. By doing that, he kind of capped his sentence at 5 years. He knew he wouldn't serve more than 5 years. Whereas, if he was convicted of attempted production of child pornography, it could be like 25 years at most, like maximum 25 years, without parole. So now, okay, Lorne, you want to cancel the plea deal? Sure, no problem with that. We'll cancel it. You can go to trial, but you're going to be charged with attempted production of child pornography. And if you get sentenced, you're going to serve the rest of your sentence in jail. The 15 remaining years. That's what I would say if I was the judge. You wanna contest the validity of the plea deal, Lorne? You still wanna do it? Go ahead, do it. But you're gonna be charged with attempted production of child pornography. And if you get acquitted, well, you still serve your 5 years in jail. I'm not gonna give that back to you. If you get convicted, you get 15 extra years. Do you think that Lorne would go ahead? That would be fucking funny if he does. Okay. Now, is that the new document? I just want to see the date. The date on it. I don't want to get cut. It's an old document. That's so long. Yes, that's a new document. Oh, look at the date. Look at the date. Month, day, year. November 24th, 2015. You stupid fucker. You're still not done. You're still not done. You're still appealing. Like a fucking idiot. It's been 5 years, Lorne, since your film. 5 years you've been appealing and doing everything you can. It's been more than 5 years because before that you were doing some more stuff at the federal level. So you've been appealing for 7 years now. Like you were convicted in 2008 and you started like writing motions like in the same years. But to appeal with the 2255, you've been doing that for 5 years now. That's insane. And you've been doing much more than that. You've been doing like an habeas corpus. You've been doing all kind of shit. I can't believe it. And then he responds. The court is going to shut him down again. Why did you waste? Oh, you fucking asshole. I'm going to do that document next.